guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Sparkler J, and I'd like to say welcome. First off, I would like to say thank you to everyone that has been watching my videos. Thank you for the likes, thank you for the subscription, thank you for subscribing, thank you for the comments, thank you for the 1, 2, 3 subscribers. I am indeed very, very grateful and I look forward to more. And so today is going to be more of like a chill video, just like I promised. As part of what this channel is set up is that I would have times where I will talk about some real life relatable experiences. And today I can both tell you that today is about story time. How I almost lost everything. So if you all will be interested in this video, I would like to tell you that just grab your popcorn, sit down on your couch, relax, and enjoy every bit of the story. The essence of telling this story, I know that it's not been, I'm just smiling now, but it's something that I know that is a big part of my life. It's really a big part of my life because I know what it took me to be able to get over that situation and that part of my life. And I hope that aside from the entertainment part of the story, that we all can pick 1 or 2 lessons from it. And hopefully no one finds themselves in this situation. So I'll just get right into the story. So sorry if my eyes are moving all over the place. Sometimes I just have to remember some key bits of the story. So this happened like some years ago when I was still working with one of the banks in Nigeria, one of the financial institutions. So there was this particular day, as a single lady, I was living alone. And usually if you live in Lagos, Nigeria, and you have to live on the mainland and you work on the island, so you know the ghetto life, the the hustle and bustle of having to wake up very early so that you don't get caught in traffic, and even when you get caught in traffic, so that you can be able to have enough time buffer and you don't appear late. And for me, I'm someone that I hate to live on the edge. I am a stickler and a stalker for being early. I hate being late, especially to formal meetings. Even not formal meetings, I'm over planner. I like to plan my things, like ensure that I'm there on time. I really am not so much of a fan of African time. Only if I know that that person is a stalker for that, and I just, but most time I just try to be on time. So there was this certain day I was really exhausted. I was tired. Those weird moments where you didn't have a good night's sleep, you're just not feeling okay. And I'm someone, at one point in time, I really didn't have like a work alarm. Like, I was not setting up any alarm. So most time I find myself, because of the anxiety of not waking up late, I wake up by 1. That's not healthy. Wake up by 2, wake up by 3. I'm like, okay, I still have 1 more hour to sleep. I wake up by 4. So that day was, in fact, one of those days I was so exhausted, and I woke up really, really early. At one point, I think I woke up around 3, and I was like, if I don't get up this early, I don't think I'll be able to make it to work today. A part of me, everything was just going wrong that morning. I felt like, okay, maybe I should just send a message and say I'm not feeling too well, and when I feel up to it, I resume back to work. But I was like, let me just try and get myself off the bed. So I got ready, left home very early, got to the bus stop, and because usually I take the public transport. And you were asking why I'm not driving. That's a story for another day. So I usually take the public transport. So I was in the bus. Okay, so yeah, so I was about to take, I was at the bus stop just like every other person, and I saw this bus pass, like stop, trying to get passengers and all. And without giving it any thought, I just entered into the bus like I would always enter. So usually, like, because I don't really get enough sleep, so it became a pattern where when I get into the bus, I would just like close my eyes, sleep off, because I know I always get down with the last bus stop. So I usually have one nice person beside me saying, hey, wake up, where? And the final bus stop. And if not, there's this moment of silence and quiet that make me know that, oh, I think the bus has come to an halt, and I get down and get into the office and get my day going. So this particular day, I'd gotten into the bus and I was about to, activate sleep mode. I just realized that I couldn't sleep. But I was like, okay, I just felt very uncomfortable. So in the next bus stop, the bus stopped. Someone got down. The person got down, and almost immediately the person got in back. So because at that point when I entered, I was at the edge of the bus, and by the time the person got down, the person and came back in. The person had to push me in, and immediately the bus door just slammed, closed. And so at that point, I knew that I had effed up. And it happened so fast, so quickly. I just felt a hand grabbing my neck in the bus. As in, sincerely, literally, I died and came back. Because I was like, what was going through my head was like, what's happening here? And before I knew it, went from 0 to 100. And I got interrogated, like someone was holding my hand, the person was in my leg. I was confused. At one point I was like, God, have I been kidnapped? And what came to my mind was like, if I've been kidnapped, am I going to be kidnapped for ransom? Or am I kidnapped for ritual? In fact, it was one point in my life where I was in one situation that I could not just even explain. As in, up to this moment, I'm like, what is happening? And so the next minute, they started asking me questions, and luckily for me, I had my work ID and I had my purse, I had my wallet, I had my cards and everything there. And they started checking my things, and they saw my work ID and they were like, oh, I work in the bank. And they started asking me, oh, where's the customer's money? And it hits me that looking back, sometimes like most people that kidnappers, the thieves and whatever I can call them, it just beats me the level of ignorance they have. Or is it just that they just want to get money off me? And they start asking me, oh, where are the customers' money? And I'm like, customers' money are not with me. I'm just laughing now but I was shocked. I was like, I don't have any customers' money. The only bit of saving grace was that at the same time, while I was schooling, I was also while I was working, I was running a part-time master's program in Unilag. So I had my notes, my books also with me in my handbag. And I was like, at that point, I just told them that I'm a student, that I'm just working to be able to help me with my schooling. I don't have any customers' money with me. And they're like, I'm lying and everything. So they got a hold of my cards, and they're like, okay, a particular bank card, which was my main account, they give it to someone, told the person to get down, and the person should withdraw money from my account. So they asked me for the PIN quickly, because me, my life is more important than any money. Once you're alive, at least you can still make money. So I told them that, okay, I gave them the PIN, and yeah, someone got down and was withdrawing the money on the account. At that point, that didn't even matter to me. So the next, instead asking questions about my family, and I knew that if I answered or gave them any answer about my family, this would skyrocket and escalate to something else, and they probably will be asking my families and friends for money or funds that I know they do not have. And I was like, okay, if I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down alone. So I was like, I don't have anybody. I practically told them, like, that was orphaned. Sorry. I think I was orphaned. Despite the fact that I had my call logs, I checking my call log, but God being gracious, I don't know how they were not paying so much attention about my call logs, because I told them I had nobody, and I was just like an orphan fending for myself, nobody, because I just felt like this would be crazy, and I didn't want that situation. So one thing that now happened that really cost me a whole lot of problems. So at that point where they told me to sit down on the bus so nobody would see me, they were speeding. I don't know where they were going to. Just kept spinning around different places. I didn't know where they were taking me to. I just kept pleading. I'm so that please, they should spare my life and everything. And so at the point where they were bringing out cards, there was this particular bank card they brought out. And that's when I knew that, oh my God, I think I'm in a big trouble, which I believe we all can learn from. So this particular bank card that I had way there before service year. So when I'd finished school, I had the opportunity of working in a place pre-NYC job that was paying me quite well for someone that had not done NYC. And then because they opened an account for us, and then the account that they opened, or the bank they opened, was like high maintenance bank. So if you wanted to withdraw money or do any transaction, they charge you like certain amounts of money. And being a fresher out of school, I was like, no way. So anytime they pay me my money, I just withdraw the money and put it into a more expense or charge friendly, fees friendly account. So that account, like, I never really had I can't remember the pin. I never really used it again. So after NYSC, I tucked it in in the purse that I had, like a part of the purse, and it's just been there. So I never had any money there. Neither could I even remember the pin. And that's where the downfall started. And they were like, oh, what's the pin of this card? I was like, oh my God. And I said, you know what? I do not know the pin. And they felt like, no way, that's probably where my main money is. And I kept begging. I said, I swear by God. In fact, I received the beating of my life, like several slaps. As in, I'm just laughing now because it wasn't funny. I experienced a whole lot of beating. I cannot even explain. I kept begging them. They threatened also to assault me, to rape me. And I was like, God, is this what the life you have promised me? If I'm going to die, like, is this how I'm going to die? Is this how my entire life is going to end? I just was just like, I told him, I really do not know. At one point I said, saying, you know what? I don't know the account that I just used to put all those cards in my bag just to form big girls, because I had to just like look for a personality change. And I was like, I just put those cards so that people feel like I'm a big girl. I have money. I don't know. I have no idea. My main money is the card you already have. And while they were like, oh, what should they do? What should they do with me? What, they're going to do this to me. And God being gracious, someone there said, I think she's saying the truth. Oh my God. And they're like, okay. So after they had withdrawn all the money they had, and God being gracious, they hadn't, so they're checking my phone also. Thank God I'm not someone that even snaps a lot and everything, so they couldn't really have much to see. I'm not saying snapping is bad, but that was also a saving grace. But I just feel like I know that it was just God that really helped me and saved me. And so they drove back to one part of Oshodi, one part of Lagos, and they dropped me there. In fact, I looked like a complete opposite of myself. In fact, I landed in the hospital after that incident because in fact, they had beaten daylight out of me. By the end of the day, I was grateful for life. For every time I think about that situation, I'm like, it could have just gone out of hand. I don't know, because after that incident, I had serious anxiety. Oh my God. If anybody just touches me from the back, if you see the way I was spring, like, I had serious anxiety. It took me a long number of years, for me to get better. Like, I was sometimes, like, even afterwards, that I still needed to like take the public transport or anything. When I enter, once I hear the door bang, I've seen myself I've had situations whereby I'll get into the bus, halfway I've paid, I'm like, I want to get out, I'll just start screaming, like, I'll be like, please, I want to get out, and they're like, what's wrong with you? Like, I could even sometimes, like, I could stand. There was one funny thing I started doing was like, when I want to enter buses, if you are familiar with Lagos, there's some buses that carry some market women with agricultural produce, tomatoes, everything, like pepper, onions. Sometimes those are kind of buses I would rather enter. Those buses make me throw, but I would rather enter those buses because I feel like, I think these buses aren't going to be targets for, kidnappers or one chance, like they call them and everything. So sometimes I don't mind. I could be at the bus stop and I'll wait and wait and wait and wait. In retrospect, I think I can now feel that day I was entering the bus, I could see every other person's face in the like at the bus stop, like not entering. I think in retrospect, when I sit down, like, what actually happened that day? I wish I could turn back the hands of time, but at the same time, I just feel like it's all part of one's experience, all part of one's life, and I'm so glad that I am alive. That's why I said I could have lost everything, because when you lose your life, what else? But I am so grateful to God for another opportunity at life. Sometimes when I try not to go back there or remember that time, and that's why sometimes when I see instances or incidents of kidnapping, I don't want to say I can relate, but sometimes I can't imagine what people, their families, or they at that point in time, the terror, the fear, the pain. It's crazy. Sincerely, it's crazy. It just beats your imagination that there are people out there, people's fathers, people's brothers, people's family out there, inflicting pain on innocent people, because I'm just like any other person going about their day. It's not like I'm someone like a very influential person's daughter or child, but just going about trying to make a living for myself, and you find yourself, the level of insecurity you experience is out of this world. And so basically I'm just like just sharing. I don't know if you've ever experienced this kind of situations, one chance situation, a situation where you felt that this felt like all was gone, and this is how your life was going to end, and God came through for you. I don't know, you can share in the comment section. We'll talk about it also. If you have any comments, anything whatsoever, it's a free space, like I always say. You can be yourself. And so just like a chill video, like I had said, I mentioned, just to be free and just talk about anything that has happened to you. And practically that's it, not to make this video extremely long anyway. So that's how God saved me. That's how I can't believe that I wasn't or a victim of ritualist or kidnapping. In fact, I really don't know, and I'm very grateful. I look back at that day every day, and I still thank God. And I'm glad I'm at a place where I can even share and talk about it. And so that's it. But today, I just want to wish you, everyone, the best of God in every of your endeavors. And even as we're entering a new month, I wish you a new month filled with blessing, filled with favor, filled with grace every day, giving you laughter and a reason to smile and say that God is good. And so just want to say thank you. Thank you for joining me. Like I always plead, please subscribe, do all the good stuff, like, comment, share, press the notification bell so you don't miss out on all the juicy and good stuff that we have in store for this channel. So thank you and God bless. Bye-bye.